Hello everybody, John Abdo here, author of Wolves of Croton, the Untold Story of Milo. For those of you who have been watching and following me, I've done a couple live presentations. So today I'm directly going right to the screenshots here, and I just want to talk about, more specifically, about the research that I've done on the book actually. And here's Hoplites in one of their formations. I just took a general phalanx formation, which is 256 men. Let me enlarge this here a little bit. And it's 16 men across, 16 hoplite soldiers across, 16 deep, 256, and they would have these legions all over the place. They would be in linear formation or like in a triangle formation, and 10 of these would be 2,560, and then 100 of them, 1,000 of them. Literally the battlefield was just filled with men. The reason why I put that red circle in there, I talked about the heat and everything with the helmet and stuff. Can you imagine being these guys in the center? It's like, where am I going to go? They fought in battle in a lot of times in hot weather, and this was the way that they fought. Very odd and unusual. So let's get to the gods. This is one picture. It's photography by a guy named James Lee. So I'll give credit to James Lee. He didn't carve this. Don't know who carved it, but it's definitely not in the period of Milo. This is Zeus, or even back in the ancients. The reason why I could tell, they're covering his testicles. The Greeks would never cover the testicles. It's like, all the religious art after a certain period, all the genitals are covered, even breasts on women, like a branch is blowing and the leaves are covering her breasts and a man's testicles or whatever. But anyway, this is Zeus. It's a beautiful statue, but I could tell right away that this is post-ancient era artwork or sculpture. And this next one here, that's the same statue, just from a different angle, and it's just remarkable. Again, look, he's got everything covered up over there, but look at the muscularity, his deltoids, long bicep. You can see the triceps there, forearm. Look at that forearm. That's just unbelievable. The bicep, the deltoid, the pectoralis, and the abdominals. Nonetheless, Zeus is powerful. I have no idea what's in his hand right there. It looks like a baton. It doesn't look like a lightning bolt, which he's known for throwing. Have no idea. Something that may have broken off. And you have some, heralds here or emissaries with their horses. So it's pretty interesting. So you go from Zeus, who is macho and manly and muscular, to Apollo. And Apollo has more of a feminine look, but he is sitting on some, let's say, gargoyle or whatever. Just look at the claws on that thing right there. So he's defeating evil. He's got a sword, which he probably used to kill the beast, and he put it back in the scabbard. And what do you see? His genitals are covered. But this is back in 1752, so it wasn't back in BC or even early ADs where testicles were man's symbol of masculinity. But anyway, it's still a beautiful statue, just great artwork, just the detail of it all or whatever. But if you're, a critic of artwork or whatever, you could say, well, hey, that's not original right there. Why would they cover the most important part of the human body, the body that makes humans in the first place? So that's just my take on it. It's not that I have to see everything nude or naked, but it's not authentic. It's more of a religious decision or a cultural decision. We don't want to show off his genitals because, it's against our ideals at this point in time, but not the ideals of the ancient people. Because look at this. So here's Hercules. He's got a guy in a body lock, and you do see his testicles and even his penis, which they're all uncircumcised. But what's so unusual about this picture, he's got the lion garb hanging on the back. We know Hercules killed the Nemean lion with the same type of hold, but around the Nemean lion's neck. So he's squeezing the air out of this guy, and this guy's looking down at Hercules' hands that are clasped and saying to himself, I'm dead. There's no way I'm getting out of this thing. I'm dead. But, and he's got him up in the air, and he's going to crush the life out of me, burst my lungs, or throw me to the dirt and break my bones. Either way, Hercules was known to be a fantastic wrestler. Milo of Croton was known to be the second coming of Hercules. Not a brother to Hercules, the second coming of Hercules, the reincarnation of Hercules, which is even more of a compliment or an adornment. This is Hercules again, and this picture and this artwork is unbelievable. Again, genitals are covered. There's no way that ancient artists would have covered Hercules' testicles. People wanted Hercules' genes. They wanted his genes, and the sperm came from the testicles. It's just a fact of Mother Nature and a fact of the ancients, and it's a fact. It's a fact of the animal kingdom. Female animals are always looking for the strongest mate. But anyway, he's killing 3 beasts right here. Looks like some dog beast or whatever. And you could see, well, sorry, it gets kind of blurry. But anyway, these got canines. They look really mean. Or this one here looks like, I'm getting crushed. I'm getting the life crushed out of me. This one's saying, I'd like to bite this guy, but I can't. And this one is saying, I'm just taking my last breath of energy. But look at this muscularity. I'm going to zoom in here. Just look at that muscularity. Unbelievable. His deltoids, his pectorals, look at that development. Look at that bicep right there. I mean, that bicep is unbelievable, but what's even more unbelievable is that forearm and the wrist. And then look at his knuckles. It's just unbelievable. And then his rectus abdominis right here, that's the rectus abdominis. Okay, but if you want to count his abdominals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got an 8-pack. The intercostals and serratus, but look at those obliques, those external obliques. It's just, oh gosh, this is such a beautiful work of art. The quadriceps, the gastrocnemius, right in there. Where do we go from here? Oh, so I talked about Milos Death, and I was trying to stay away from Milos Death because I don't want to give away the ending of the book, but this is by Charles Menier, and you could see the lion's paw is covering his genitals, but it's a lion. It's not a wolf. Milo was written about by wolves, plural, not just one, and this is a lion. And they say Milo's arm got stuck in a broken branch. It's just his fingers. Milo could have pulled himself out of that. So it's not totally realistic. It's a great work of art, and I'm sure other people appreciate it. You could see the lion's, is that the lion's tail right there? How's it wrapping around? It's just hard to see. The lion is obviously biting into his upper buttock and external oblique, the rear oblique, maybe even lumbar erectors with his lower canines. His claws are digging into Milo's quadricep. And yeah, this guy's dying. This guy's dying, but it's a lion. It's not a wolf. Okay, this is a wolf. This is a wolf by Joseph Benet Souvi, however it's pronounced. I want to give these artists credit. This is a lot more authentic. Again, no, I have to say, why do they do that? It's like, okay, I guess religion really did change sexuality quite a bit. So here, not his arm, his fingers are caught in a branch. It looks like you could just slide your fingers right out of that. If he's surrounded by a pack of lions, this guy would have bit his fingers off to get away from a pack of lions. This here is a wolf. This here, to me, looks like a lion. Why there would be 2 different kind of animals? Maybe the artist was a little confused. Is it a wolf or a lion? Because that looks like a lion head. That looks like lion right there. You can see the lion's testicles. When you look up Milo of Croton on the internet, you find this picture. You will definitely find this picture. It looks kind of flabby in the midsection, no abs or whatever, so Milo lost it by that stage. But that is a wolf or a dog, dog-like animal. This here is what I consider to be a lion, but it has canid representation. And then here's one of the pictures in the book as I'm concluding here. Appreciate you staying with me. But get this. So this is one of the pictures in the book. It's also on the back cover. But a guy who read the book, loved the book, tattooed this on his chest. But I want to thank him for that. And that's kind of cool. Great conversation piece. But anyway, for an artist to have the cover of your book tattooed on a reader's chest is quite an honor. I appreciate you joining me. Thanks for watching. Those of you who read the book, I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you again soon. I'm John Abdo, thanking you for watching. Stay strong and healthy, and perhaps one day, thousands of years from now, people then will be remembering your name as well.